Well, thank you, ladies. Good evening, everyone. Make sure you don't blink because the high school football season is absolutely flying by. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Bailey Smith.
And I'm Bradley Schimmel. We're already 5 whole weeks into the regular season, halfway to the playoffs, so each Friday the stakes are getting bigger.
Just like with our game of the week, it's unbeaten Cape Coral on the road to face Estero, who's been heating up with a 3-game winning streak going into tonight's game. Cape Coral came out red hot, though. 4 touchdowns in the first quarter, all before our cameras even arrived. Early in the second here, Estero trailing 27-8, but it's the dynamic duo, Maddox Stewart, Kagan Crucier, tripped up near the 5, but Nathan Waters finishes it off to cut the deficit. Then chaos on the kickoff. The onside try backfires, Javian Arnaud scoops it up, and the Seahawks are able to start their drive inside the 30. In that next play, Caleb Cobb slips a tackle, takes it all the way down to the 5, but Cape Coral comes up empty on that drive. Flip to the second half, though. Stewart calls his own number, 12 yards, to pull within just 1 score, 27-21. But then the Seahawks answer late. Jermaine Skinner takes this one all the way in, sealing it for the blue and orange. Estero's rally falls just short. Cape Coral stays unbeaten.
Let's move on up the coast to Charlotte High School, where the Tarpons hosted a Fort Myers team battling some adversity. Now, this is the 3rd game that they were without head coach Sammy Sirianni as he continues to recover from a medical episode. Now, we continue to wish Coach all the best as he continues his journey back to full health. Let's get to some football now. Charlotte, they've got the football here. Charlotte loses the football. They get it back. A huge tackle for a loss by another former player of the week, Bryson Glover. Outstanding play there. And now the Green Wave have it. Now it's Charlotte having a party in the backfield. This is a defensive back and forth chess match here. But now defense turns to offense on this play here. The pass, it is intercepted by Fred Jackson. He takes it all the way down inside the 5-yard line, and he does not score. And you know what they say now, bend but don't break. Charlotte, they made a lot of key stops here, especially on this play here, this pass broken up. They kept Fort Myers out of the end zone, and this ended up being the key factor. Charlotte won 13-9, the 3rd straight week that the Green Wave have scored single digits. They'll need to find answers on offense, and fast.
A few scores around the area. Riverdale tripped up by Cypress Lake in a low-scoring affair, and Tyron Jones's Tritons take down his former Gators.
Meanwhile, Maples back to their winning ways, shutting out Golden Gate in a shootout in Inglewood. North outlasts Lemon Bay 55-46. Now let's set sail a bit further up the coast to the Pirates of Port Charlotte. Week in and week out, they have found ways to light up the scoreboard on both sides of the ball, but they had a brief hiccup in their first loss of the season last week to Venice. Now, the Pirates look to right the ship against Sebring, and are you ready to see if they did just that? Sebring, they've got the ball pinned deep. Look who's wreaking havoc in the backfield. It's our Week 2 Player of the Week, Amadre Green. Now the Pirates, they'll have the football here, and it's a time to establish the run. Did you know that Pirates can fly? Bruce Blandon says, yep. How graceful was that? If that didn't get everyone on edge, well, Logan Flaherty says, you know, the deep ball gets the people going too. This is a pearl of a throw and catch to Elias Pearl for the long touchdown. Outstanding play there. Later on, though, a play-action fake right down the middle of the field, and there is Jalen Francis for the walk-in score. Back like they never left. The Pirates score with seconds left in the game and blocked a field goal to get back in the win column.
And back here in Fort Myers, Oasis comes in looking to bounce back after a rough start to the season, while Southwest Florida Christian Academy aims to keep its perfect record alive. The Sharks showed some fight early in the first quarter. Could they get something going? Ashton Alvario hands this one off to Cameron Hill. He's able to muscle his way forward through some of those Kings just enough to move the chains and keep that drive alive. But moments later, disaster strikes for Oasis. The ball pops loose, SFCA is all over it, and turns it over for the Kings. Now, the Kings taking advantage, creeping their way down the field. Austin Hill connects with Landon Hall. They're pushing deeper into shark-infested waters in Oasis territory, and with time winding down in the first quarter, Hill uncorks one downfield. Brendan Sitar makes the grab for 6. SFCA stays in control from there, extending the winning streak and improving to 4-0 for the 2nd straight year. Well, the Battle of the Bulldogs, check that one out. Ida Baker, 2nd win of the season, taking down DeSoto County, and then Gulf Coast taking down Aubrey Rogers.
Here's some more scores here. How about Whaley? They lost. Wow, Booker wins that one, and Immokalee absolutely destroys Gateway 49-7.
Well, LaBelle came into a Thursday night matchup 5-0, and even more impressive, the Cowboys defense had not allowed a single point all season long. But another test under the lights. They had a chance to keep that streak alive with Lake Placid in town on Thursday. LaBelle been averaging more than 37 points a game, but it took a few drives before things really got going in that one. Late in the first, Montarius Williams bobbles the ball. It's tipped in the air, and Junior Davis comes away with it. A great catch there. The Cowboys cash in on the turnover to grab a 7-0 lead. A little later, August Stuyvesant connects with DeMarcus Brown, who takes it deep inside the 10. That sets up big man Darius Jones to punch it in. The first points that LaBelle has actually allowed all season long. The Dragons scored twice in the first half to lead 12-7. The Cowboys were not done. They were trying to make something happen before the break. Zachary Campbell hits Junior Davis again to move the chains. Then with just 4 seconds left in the half, they link up again. This time, it's for 6. LaBelle turns it on from there, keeping the unbeaten streak alive, and moves to 6-0 with a 34-18 win. And at that halftime of that game, the Cowboys honored their 1995 Class 3A state runner-up squad. 30 years later, 15 of the players and coaches reunited at Cowboy Way.
But it's really nice to see the guys, see the team, see the members that contributed. The coaching staff was awesome too. You got to give a shout out to the coaching staff.
When you're young and you're in high school, you don't realize how much it means until you come out here and see all this. It's really cool, and it's really cool to share with my family and my kids. It was just great to come out here and just kind of touch base with all the guys that I hadn't seen. A lot of them I hadn't seen in 30 years.
Always great to see, players that played together so long ago, that shared those memories, kind of just reconnect and live those glory days. Yeah,
it was really cool. And the head coach of LaBelle also was a part of that team, so he was able to go out there, see his friends, and then go back to the sidelines and coach his team to a win. Pretty cool.
I'm looking forward to my first game at LaBelle. Hopefully that'll be pretty soon in the near future.
Yeah.
As we continue to look back on this week, why don't we give another round of applause for our Week 4 Player of the Week? He played pretty well tonight as well. Cape Coral was a lot of fun to watch tonight as well. He's a certain running back. He's had Swiffle buzzing. Caleb Cobb, he can sure tote the rock. He's been a focal point of the Seahawks offense. Last week, he had 123 yards, 2 touchdowns. And with performances like that, he thinks the Seahawks are set to soar to a championship contending level.
The goal is the state championship for sure. And the way we can accomplish it is just execute every week, dominate on and off the field, execute on and off the field. And if we keep doing our job, doing our part, we're going to make it to our goal.
Well, congratulations to Caleb again on this incredible honor. Congratulations on another win for them, undefeated still.
Well, 5 weeks, though, in the books. We still have to figure out who's going to be our player of the week for Week 5, but we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. We're getting to that point, though, where I say maybe we should look at the standings.
Yeah, it might be that time. Let's start here. Class 5A, District 10. Cape Coral, the cream of the crop, like we've been saying. And Charlotte and Mariner will be following there. But Cape Coral, they are the team to beat very early on. I shouldn't say early, but they're the team to beat.
Midway through the season. Now to 5A District 11. Riverdale, of course, leads the pack even with a loss today. That needs to be 4-1, actually, their season. North Fort Myers, and East Lee County rounding that one out.
Now we go to 5A District 12. Gulf Coast, they lead the way. They just won 2 straight games. They are also 1-0 in district play, which is what gives them that first place. Meanwhile, Immokalee is second, and it's 2-1 overall, followed by Golden Gate and Palmetto Ridge. And
dropping down to 4A District 12, Dunbar, 3-0, followed by Port Charlotte, South Fort Myers, and Naples. Pretty well to see Naples at the bottom of those standings, but as we know, look at that group of teams.
It's also mathematically because they tied in that first game.
Sure, but I'm still just saying, look at all those teams they have to go up against. That's a really stout one.
That is a very hard district to win, without a doubt. And finally, we take a look down at 3A District 13. Estero is the cream of the crop, followed by Cypress Lake, who had a huge win tonight against Riverdale. And we have Lemon Bay and Island Coast. Now, there's still a whole lot of football left, but what do we make of these standings?
I don't know. We still have so much time. But it still wouldn't be a complete Friday night, though, if we didn't tell you what we thought was our top play of Week 5. Get us started.
I will start us off. My play of the week was this sick hurdle by Bruce Blandon. Hurdles aren't technically legal in high school, but this one was so cool that I think everyone collectively decided, you know what, we'll let it slide. Look at that. Oh, you're.
Yeah, well, now it's time for me. Mine came from our Thursday night game in LaBelle. That was where Junior Davis, I just thought that was a pretty fun catch that he made. I mean, bobbling it up like that, and everybody was like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? Ah, there he is. That was so much fun, and the crowd and the sidelines just went crazy watching that.
That is terrific concentration. Not an easy play to make. Outstanding job by the young man there to get that football.
Well, finito. Week 5 is done. Crazy. Can't believe it.
Yeah.
Whew. Again, we're flying through this. We're flying through. Before you know it, we'll be at playoffs. Playoffs.
Playoffs? Playoffs?
But don't forget to tune in to ABC tomorrow at 11. Tell us why.
We'll have our player of the week, our nominees. So, we'll be revealing our nominees, and then once that's posted, make sure, you get out and vote. Like I always say, community support is very important. I don't just say that, it's true. The only way you can win is if your community votes.
Exactly.
Support.
Well, we'll see you again next Friday night. As always, thank you so much for staying up late with us, and enjoy.